What Drives Us. My name is Russell Frost, and I'm here for a special episode of What Drives Us One-on-One with Chris Pedregon. She is a communications specialist with Toyota. Why? Well, we're in the brand new 2022 Tundra, but we're not here to talk about trucks. We're here to talk about, I'm going to get the name right, Toyota Audio Multimedia.
Yes.
This all-new Toyota Multimedia system that they are deploying in the brand new Tundra and the BZ4X.
That is correct.
It's also, say it quietly, in the Lexus NX. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. So, Chris, take it away. I don't even know where to start. This is brand new. This is totally designed from the ground up. You guys did all this work internally. You didn't buy something off the shelf.
Nope.
So everybody who's had a previous Toyota or Lexus vehicle is going to be blown away by the differences. I, in my short time with it this morning, was pretty impressed.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Lots of positive feedback that we've heard back on it. Yes, it is developed here in-house at our Plano location in HQ. So first and foremost, you are seeing what is our navigation screen. Ooh. Quick, fast, intuitive. We have tilt, zoom. We have push to hold. Point of interest, like, see, we can get one to come up real quick.
Oh, look at that.
So you can pin drop location. You can share your ETA, your address where you're headed. So that way, if you're meeting someone out for lunch, you can send your information to them. They know exactly when you're going to get there. If it's our favorite place to lunch, we can even save it as a favorite. You can store up to 20 different favorite points of interest, and you can control them from the multimedia system.
Wow. So this has communications, cell communications built into the vehicle. It's not relying on your phone.
Nope.
That's different.
Yes, a little different.
A little different.
The communication that we have is really subscription-based. So what you're seeing here with our navigation services, our cloud-based navigation, is part of our Drive Connect subscription.
Okay.
So you're not only getting your cloud navigation, but you're in that package, you're also getting our destination assist and our intelligent assistant, which is our voice capabilities.
Which we're going to talk about.
Yes.
At some point soon. So, any other highlights on nav that you want to?
Well,
I mean,
that's
navigation,
pretty cool. It is really cool. Let me show you real quick with the intelligent assistant what she can do exactly.
Okay.
So, if we were to say, "Hey Toyota,
what would you like to do?
Take me to the San Diego Zoo."
Let's go to the zoo.
I found 2 results. The first is San Diego Zoo Safari Park at San
And
Pasqual.
there are 2 different zoos. Yes.
How long? How long will it take me to get there?
San Diego Zoo Safari Park is 18.23 miles and you should get there in 40 minutes. Would you like to go now?
Call that location.
Calling San Diego Zoo Safari Park.
So you see, we can do a lot more with this than just looking up different points of interest and navigating there. You can call restaurants in advance, make your reservations. You can do even a filtered sort when you're searching for these locations. So let's say you and I were headed to lunch and we had no idea what we wanted to eat. We can say, hey, take us for seafoods rated at least 4 stars around here, because you know you can get some good seafood around here.
Definitely.
And it'll pull up locations based on your vehicle's location.
All done by voice. You're not pressing and holding a voice command button. It's the hey.
So there's 4 wake-up phrases.
Okay.
So there's hey, hi, hello, and okay, Toyota. That'll trigger the assistant or the intelligent assistant, so you can use your voice interaction.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool. And yeah, that's full featured. What's next?
All right, what's next? So I do want to show you. A lot of people are very much into their music. We do have a native look and feel for both Apple and Amazon Music sources here. So what we were looking at there was Amazon Music. We also have Apple Music as a source as well. You don't need your phone for these particular features. They're linked via the user profile.
This is built in.
Yes.
This isn't CarPlay. This is the system finding music. Now, obviously, you need to log in with your subscription information or whatever.
Correct.
But now, is that part of the subscription service?
Yes, that's part of our Wi-Fi Connect subscription service. So from the Toyota app, you can manage all of your subscriptions. You take your personal music credentials, like your Apple or Amazon Music, type your credentials in the app, and you no longer need your phone as a tether or as a source of music. It's now integrated to your multimedia system.
So it's streaming data from the car, not from my phone.
Correct.
So that's kind of nice, too. I mean, I'm not using up my phone data bill or the kids are playing something else in the background, whatever. It's all, wow, that's very cool. Mm-hmm. Very cool. It's good with Amazon and Apple Music.
Correct.
Any other services? Spotify's?
Nope, not at this time. Right now, the native look and feel is for Apple and Amazon Music.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Which covers just about everybody out there.
I think so.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Playlists and all that are just going to be what you have in that system. You're not creating any of that stuff on this system.
I'm glad you asked.
Are you?
Because,
was that a question even?
No, that is a really good question. Most people don't ask that question. However, the native look and feel and the integration that we have with these music capabilities, you can create playlists, you can search by artist, genre, mood, different things that you don't really get with other capabilities in other music services and interfaces, but you do have it with this one. So if we're going to add a song to our playlist, we can do that. If we want to say, hey, cue this song up next, doesn't even need to be playing, it'll add it up to the queue.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. So not only will it access whatever playlist I have existing, but if I decide to create something on the fly or create something in the car, it's there.
Yes.
That's very cool. Amazing. Okay. So we've covered navigation and music.
Navigation, music. Oh, let's cover phone. Let's cover phone.
Who uses a phone in the car?
Everybody
Nobody.
uses phones in the
everybody,
car.
yeah.
However, we did take in consideration some of our audience who have two phones. There is a greater need for people who carry two different devices. You have your personal phone, you have a work phone, or you have multiple people in the car. You can save up to 5 devices into your multimedia system, but you can simultaneously connect 2 devices. Of course, we would get a phone call.
Right then, yeah.
Right.
Thank you for
Sorry.
demoing our unit.
We'll call him back in a minute.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can connect 2 Bluetooth devices simultaneously.
So my wife and I don't have to fight over the Bluetooth and the Camry like we used to. Now it's just 2 connected all the time, and it saves 5.
It'll save 5, yes.
So then it'll disconnect one of the 2 main ones. Uh-oh.
That must be important, Dan.
The phone works so well, they won't leave us alone. That's okay. And there it's showing up as a recent. Mm-hmm. It's a gorgeous interface. It's simple. It's big. I love the big buttons.
This is a 14-inch premium display that we're looking at here. A lot of people have had a great feedback as to how easy it looks, how clean it looks. The buttons, yes, you can tap. I do want to show you real quick to those users who do like the Apple CarPlay Android Auto interface, how simple it is to use. When we have a device, and you have a device that's connected, you can easily enable Apple CarPlay. And over here at the home screen, you have all the home buttons, but they shift down and
There's
now
an
creating
Apple CarPlay button.
the button for Apple CarPlay.
Can I touch it?
Absolutely.
There I go. Oh, and there's the good old-fashioned. Now, to get back to the Toyota home screen, what do I do?
There's 2 different ways you can do that.
Okay.
So, yes, we do have the big icon.
The big Toyota icon, okay.
Shift back, or you can just ask it, hey, Toyota,
What would you like to do?
show me the map.
Okay, showing the map.
And she'll take you right back into the native look and feel.
So I don't have to touch the touch screen. I can just talk. And obviously a lot of that is sort of retraining yourself to use this system so that it's safest. Rather than, I don't know what button to hit on the screen.
I don't know what button it is.
Which is kind of my, sort of my reason to live, sadly.
Well, we do have the Assistant, which is standard across the vehicles with the Toyota Audio Multimedia system here in the Tundra. So you can engage with a lot of different vehicle functionalities, your windshield wipers, your HVAC. Yes, you can say things like, hi Toyota, I'm a little chilly, or hi Toyota, I'm cold. And it'll make slight adjustments based on what it is or how you say it. Yes, the big focus with the Assistant and our voice commands was natural language understanding. So we wanted to be able to interpret what the customer was saying and create that small little intimate feel with, okay, well, you're not cold, but you're a little chilly. Let me just adjust it slightly.
And it will really do that.
It will do that.
That's amazing. I mean, it's simple implementation of technology, but I have, now here it is in the car, and that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Wow. What else? User profiles.
Yes.
This is a big thing of mine because my wife and I are totally different. She drives, so now you can set up user profiles.
Yes. User profiles are intended for you to be able to set your personalized preferences and settings, and it basically is your car for the moment that you drive this vehicle. If your wife steps into the car and she has a user profile, it is her car with her preferences and settings. You no longer have to worry about, in my case, I have teenagers who come in here and mess with my radio, change all my stations. It's set to my profile or my preferences. Now, when she hops in the car, everything adjusts to her look and feel. Again, a lot of vehicle settings are carried with her profile. And same with you. When you hop into the vehicle, it'll readjust to your life.
So can you go over what those settings, I mean, is it seat positioning and like what kind of stuff does that user profile contain?
So there are a couple of different types of settings. There's vehicle preferences, like the seat settings and things like that, that do adjust for that particular vehicle. Now there are other user preferences and settings, like for instance our display setting from day mode to night mode. That will carry with you from vehicle to vehicle. So if you're a person who likes day mode, if you jump into another vehicle, it'll stay in day mode, or vice versa. Any units or measurements or any different types of display settings that you have will also carry with you from vehicle.
So this is in the cloud?
Mm-hmm.
I see. So if you happen to have two of these, or two vehicles with this system, obviously, then, wow, okay, that's really cool.
You will have certain user profile settings that will stay with one vehicle.
Specific to the vehicle, right. This vehicle may do something that the other one doesn't.
Correct. And for most users who are very focused, I mean, usually when you step into a rental car, what's the first thing you do? You pair your Bluetooth and you check your music.
I adjust the mirrors.
You adjust the mirrors?
How old am I?
Okay, well,
I adjust the seat in the mirrors.
before you drive off.
But yeah, no. That's the second thing is, how can I listen to a podcast? Can I listen to music? Wow, that's very, very cool. Now, and that comes with the subscription, correct? If you don't have a subscription, no, that's no matter what. Really?
You do not need to own a vehicle to create a user profile. If your nephew came into town and wanted to drive your vehicle, you can download the app and create his own personal experience in the vehicle and not have to own a vehicle. It's just a user profile. It's part of the app.
How 2021 is that? Like,
yes!
I don't even own a Toyota, but I've got a user profile for one.
That's right.
I love that.
Yes, we really aimed on not only creating an intuitive experience, but a personalized experience for each individual driver.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. And that's not... Do we know any of the details on the subscription pricing and all that yet? Or is that to be announced?
The pricing on the subscription has been released. For the Drive Connect subscription, I believe it's $16. And then the other subscriptions that are in market, like safety and service, those prices haven't changed.
Haven't changed,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And, yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal, obviously. And that just comes off your credit card. Wow. Uh-oh. Come back.
I know. We've had our truck on for a little too long. There we go.
That means we've been talking too much. Chris, what else? What haven't I asked you? Anything? Anything that we haven't talked about?
Yes. There's two things that I don't think that we've touched on just quite yet.
Okay.
First, I do want to mention is with the assistant and the intelligent assistant, we've created an environment where not only the driver can interact, but the passenger can interact as well. So what you will see is we have dual mic capability.
Oh,
this is for multiple reasons. So you can interact with her. It helps with noise cancellation and seat detection. So if I'm talking to her as a driver, she will come from the driver's side. If you're talking to her as the passenger, she will come from the passenger side.
Interesting. So it's smart.
Yes.
I mean, it's, again, obvious, but that's new. It's cool.
It's
and
new.
I don't know other vehicles that are that tuned in to what's going on in the car. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And speaking about new, we also understand that we're living in a very advanced element of technology, and it's constantly changing, and we're constantly evolving and developing.
Yep.
Well, we also wanted the ability to bring the newest, latest, and greatest to those who have already purchased a vehicle. So new with this particular multimedia system is our OTA, our over-the-air updates.
Oh.
So we now have the capability, if we're developing new feature and functionality, we can process over-the-air updates, fix different components and things like that now with this new system.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically, does the user need to be there to do that, or is this something...
Yeah, the user will get pop-up notifications on whether or not they want to accept it at that time. They can really do it at their convenience.
There's an update available. Yeah.
Another feature that we've implemented is the ability to connect to a private or external network connection to process some of those larger over-the-air updates.
Okay. So when I'm parked in my garage, I can hook up to my local Wi-Fi
Exactly.
and do that then.
Mm-hmm.
Can I is there a charge for that, or that's part of the subscription?
No, actually, there is no subscription as long as you have a subscription enabled of any sort. And that means that the DCM on the back end is communicating with the system. We would be able to push down the over-the-air updates to you.
Interesting. Interesting. And potentially there could be new subscription things, new features that could be offered for free or for purchase, because obviously it's a revenue model. I mean, that's not a bad thing. And for a cool new feature, I've probably got $5, just like I subscribed to Disney Plus the other day. You know, I mean.
Well, I think the sky's the limit here.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing, because in the old system, the sky was not the limit. No, it was very sad.
we wanted to be able to keep up with everything that was changing, and we know that on our end we're always striving for the best. And if we change things or develop things, and we're trying to adapt to different markets, we want to be able to stay relevant very quickly. And this is definitely stepping us in the right direction.
It's definitely been one of the most common feedback items I hear from car buyers is why either they're having to pay thousands of dollars for like the nav update, which is the old school traditional one, but why should my car age out because the software isn't? So again, you don't have to go to a dealer for them to plug in a flash drive. You can do it in your garage.
Well, actually, with our cloud-based navigation system, the infrastructure stays up to date. So you don't have to worry about having a heavy update or having to go to the dealer to update your navigation system. It stays current with your subscription.
Just downloads parts of it. Interesting. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah? Did I get you enough information?
Now I want one. In my 2008 Prius, I want one. Yeah, no, we're not retrofitting any. Yeah,
Are you sure?
I would love
I can make
it,
a few phone calls.
Do it. Let's go. We're going to take a break? No.
Wait, that's not on camera, right? No promises.
Not going to happen. Chris, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate this, because this has certainly been one of my, anybody who's a regular watcher of What Drives Us, we've complained about everyone's infotainment system. It's a difficult, at best, it's a difficult thing to do. And it's nice to see you guys come into the party with something that's really cool, that's addressed a lot of concerns from people. That's huge.
Well, thank you for that. I will take that feedback to my team. We enjoy the positive feedback. I've seen the blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into this, and I'm really glad to hear your comments.
It's very cool. Well, I look forward to hearing comments from all of you as you buy these cars and hear them. Obviously, send them as you always do. Chris, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
And thanks to all of you. Tune in soon for another fine update. Until then, drive safe.